Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. This is a different type of broadcast we're doing today. I mean, it's not really different. We've done this before, but on a different day. So just to keep everything. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I'm Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet, and
And
together we
together we
are
are Wines and
Wines and
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
And we're here today, doing kind of a different just the sip slash big gulp slash update slash, just bear with us type of situation. It is, still vivacious and voluptuous and sensuous and powerful and all those things,
All those things.
and we haven't gone nowhere. We had to take us just a little hiatus, a little break, but we are back and we are, in full effect. So please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. We are here in effect. You know what I'm saying? We're actually out here on the streams of Facebook. I'm very excited about this. Very happy about that. Thank you to everybody liked our who liked our Facebook page.
Yes.
We appreciate you. We thank you so much. And I'm still working it out because I thought we were live over there, but it's okay. I'm gonna figure it out as we move along. But we have some fun topics tonight. I believe we should start off with the Jay-Z, outrage of it all. First of all, I just want to give a shout out to Beyonce and Jay-Z for knowing that y'all niggas always think they're lying. They just know right off top, whatever the fuck they got to say, do, promote, niggas gonna think they lying. So they like, look, we gonna go ahead and make sure we have receipts, make sure we have footage, you know what I'm saying? Because it gets annoying. It gets annoying with the Jaguar rights out there. It gets annoying, with the academics and things out there. It gets annoying when people are trying to accuse you of having a wig and things. Okay. Whole time it's your motherfucking hair. And so just shout out again to Beyonce and Jay-Z for going ahead and visually documenting that process of taking down the locks, of having Beyonce narrate, how what they was doing and all the different things that they was using to say cred and that, this, that, the third. It was beautiful. And so, yeah, I just wanted to shout that out really quickly. But yes, Jay-Z he has dropped his vinyl. It is exclusively for Target. Okay. And I was irritated about that. I'm not gonna lie, just because it's just like, number one, people just gonna be mad all the time at my friend. But
Okay.
to do this while we're trying to boycott and to know that, again, you are held to a higher standard, Jay. You're held to a higher standard. You don't need to do this. This is kind of, again, it doesn't sit well with us. You know what I mean? I feel that it was an opportunity for you, and I get it, but again, it's just kind of like, with everything that's going on, especially with the stuff that's happened with Carmelo Anthony and the other boy that got killed by Mr. Jack, like, it's just such terrible timing. It's just terrible timing. I don't really care for it. I'm not outraged by it where I'm like, cancel the nigga, hang him to a pole. Like, I'm not doing that. But I am irritated. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, sir. You know what I mean? Like, I guess, I do get it. We are in recession. Inflation is a bitch. So even at billionaire status, I'm quite fucking sure that, concessions need to be made, and you know what I'm saying? Just budgets need to be cut, and it's just it's life is lifing for every fucking body. So to sit up here and be again holding Jay-Z to this absolutely ridiculous standard that he's supposed to know everything that black people want and do everything that black people want and stand by everything that black people want. Half the time y'all niggas don't even know what you want. Let's just come on now. There is a selection of outrage for things. So anyway, saying all that to say, that's just my opinion on it, friend. How do you feel? And sorry, I didn't say hello. And how are you?
I'm actually good. Excuse me, voice a little wonky, but I'm good. I'm good. So I'm kind of with you on this. You know, my whole thing is because I'm no stranger to, for those who watch the show, y'all know I be critiquing Sean about a lot of business shit. The only thing about him is I just can never critique is like really truly the music, the purpose behind the music and all those types of things. Because let's be for real, that's what saves Jay-Z in a lot of this conversation. Because when there is time and have been times for like, now nigga, what's going on? You know, I do feel a lot of people pull their punches because of that, while some people haul off and punch a nigga in the chest because of it. You know what I'm saying? So it my whole thing about it is just read the room. Just read the you as Sean Carter on a re-release. Because let's be clear, this is not new music. This is a whole fucking album. Like you didn't have to go through Target. You didn't have to do that. Like speaking of Jay-Z and Beyonce, like they also know that they're bigger than everybody. Let's just be clear. Like you literally could have he's rarely on Twitter. He could have just dropped a QR code on Twitter and went about his fucking day. And people would be like, what the fuck is this about? And he actually is in a position to revolutionize, or not revolutionize, but to pioneer the direct to consumer base that is trying to come up as a counter to the streaming. So honestly, you could have just did that. QR code could have took you to a website, fill in your information. Here's your white vinyl album, and it would have crashed your internet because there would have only been like 500 copies available. So if you could have been one of the first 500 people, and then the first 100 people that retweet, I got a ticket for you in Paris. Like you could have. You know what I'm saying? We're in a day and
Got
age.
creative with it.
We're in a day and age where you of all people can be very exclusive because my nigga, you had people on the phone waiting to get tickets. You had people pre-sale out the ass. So it's not about money. You are doing things to make a statement. And this is the wrong statement to make because you are a person that does not need the funds. You want to get back out here and let people know that you're Jay-Z and da 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 da. Well, be Jay-Z and come up with some new shit. You a businessman, ain't you? You could have literally thought of 1,010 other things to do. But I guess we'll say shout out to Ray Daniels on this. He has some very questionable takes from time to time, but this one people was kind of kicking his back in. But I think it's because of the love of Jay-Z and the music that they weren't really trying to hear what he was saying, and shit like this makes me understand what he was saying. So basically, you go find the clip, but it's when he compared Jay-Z to Donald Trump, businessman wise. Just that I have to put that in put that in the caption, okay?
Okay.
Businessman wise. No, you have to hear him explain it because he wasn't saying like he's locking kids up and it wasn't no shit.
No, I know.
But he was only saying like because let's be clear, Trump was a darling of the hip hop space before he got into politics. Niggas was rapping about want to be like Trump, want to do business like Trump, want to be in Trump Towers. So capitalism, honestly, is how Trump moves, and that's also how Jay-Z moves because he's always, well, not always, but especially the latter half of his career, he's always been criticized for that. It's like a lot of your moves are very opportunistic, but he repackages them in like this I'm sticking it to the man and, I'm Jay-Z and I'm this and that. But honestly, you're just doing what white people do in the name of business. You're moving how these white people move in the name of business. You do things that is at the expense of people. So that's why people tugged on his wig when he said how he became a billionaire. But I never stepped on anybody. It's fucking impossible. Yes, you did. Whether you don't think you did it outright, you did it covertly. There's no way nobody makes even $1 million, shit, even $10 million without a poverty class. It's just not even possible. So, with all that being said, this is the only part that I agree with him on when it came to this because he predicted this. He said when Jay drops his album, he's going to do a partnership because that's what Jay Z does every single time. And this is probably like maybe a week or two before this shit was announced that he said this. And so I was like, yeah, because for those who know, been around, Jay Z has been mentioned in a lot of unscrupulous shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether that be people on his team or not on his team, that said similar shit to how he always is going to move in the best interest for him. And while he sits up on his mantle and says, I'm making them pay for the cold crush and all this other type of shit. It's like, yeah, nigga, I hear you, but how can I really believe what you're doing when you move like white people? You moving like the same white people you telling me you moving against. It's like, okay, but go ahead.
Okay. Oh, where is it? Here it is. Okay.
And obviously some people are upset, feeling like the Target boycott hasn't been lifted.
The big box retailer Target is reeling. A boycott slowed store traffic nationwide.
Jay-Z and Donald Trump are the same person. They're gonna do whatever they gotta do for themselves. Ja Rule had a documentary on MTV, Diary.
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule had just became in superstar status. They do Can I Get a What?
Can I get a what?
And he think him and Hov about to finally go on tour. And Jay-Z switches up, go on a Liquid Sprite tour. He was gonna do another tour, and he switched to Liquid Sprite tour. And I remember Ja Rule on the show said, I text Jay, like, why you choose the backpackers over your homies? And Jay told him, stay out my business. That's Jay, huh? He is going to get the money. He's not going to answer nobody's questions. He's not going to sit out in front of a mic and be like, I'm sorry, guys. He's not that kind of guy. He's here for one thing and one thing only. Get the money.
Jay-Z, who
Well, I mean,
That wasn't that, like, I don't think that was the actual clip, but nah, that wrap it up. But yeah. So that's the thing. Like, on one hand, on a black hand, of course, we're like, nigga, read the room. But he's a capitalist. The nigga always been a capitalist. He gonna be a capitalist. And I honestly think, for me, it's very rare to do the separate the person from the music type of shit. But being this is you have to with this nigga because it's kind of like same thing with Kanye. You was coming out here with all this or whatever, and then you went off into the wilderness, and now you a complete 180. Same thing like my critique with Pharrell when he was talking about that DEI shit. It's just like, sir, it's like these people get to a financial place, and now it's about keeping their footing. And meanwhile, I feel like Clarence Thomas is another prime example. Like, you understand Black plight. You are a victim of Black plight. You use Black plight to get where you are. And now you're weaponizing Black plight, not only to cover yourself and to be like, see, I'm just like you, but using Black plight to exploit white people while they exploit us. And that's why this shit don't even out. That's why the messaging falls flat. Like, you could talk all this shit to Drake or whatever, because that's rich dummy talk to rich dummy talk. But when you saw when you hopped your ass out here on these interviews and you actually out here talking amongst actual people, you're gonna be ate the fuck up. Because you can't come out of your ivory tower with that talk to people that live in reality. This is great for what you're doing as long as you talking to these other rich niggas. Because you can't possibly be talking to niggas that actually survive in life. You can't.
and I think, there is something to be said about how racism and capitalism, kind of like you said, racism is used to get to the next level, and then capitalism is used to get to the next after that. Like ultimately, racism ain't nothing but capitalism, but just with your skin. Because it's like at the end of the day, there's like so like when we talk about the world, it's like yeah, we still
Nigga, we were the capital at one point. we were the property. Like they literally collected a coin off our ass.
I really feel like that classism is really the ultimate ism. It's really the ultimate ism. It bridges or it spreads its umbrella, especially over Black folks. You know what I mean? But I think that's the ultimate one. Once, you know, like you said, you cross over into that other side of capitalism, then the racism just kind of goes away. I mean, it doesn't go away because you still deal with it, but it's like
money makes it easier to ignore.
Exactly.
Like
right, exactly.
Take my rich ass back home, but
okay,
but you tried it, you know.
Because I mean, because once you have race and money, it's kind of like, bitch, we don't care. Like we can do what the fuck we want to do. I mean, no, we can't because niggas will still try to, you know, come after you, shit. But you know,
yeah, because you getting got first. Yeah. don't ever. That same thing we told Diddy and these niggas. Hey, bro, you can go play.
Too far off into capitalism where you can
because they're gonna come get you first.
But know that it's there still. Let's see. Shall we talk about? Let's see. Pull up my notes here for the other things in the streets. Oh, Daphne Joy and academics and Cam Newton. First of all, when I saw Daphne on this motherfucking podcast with Cam Newton, I said, oh, hell. Cam, all right, be careful now. Be careful. You got a beautiful woman at home. You already got
to deal
with the cheating thing.
You don't care about that.
Please don't go over here. You know, Daphne really irritates me because she's such a stereotypical asshole. Just a typical hoe. And it's like, no shade, bitch. Like, honestly, shade, but no shade. It's like, I get it. This is your life. So it's like, I can't judge the shoes that I'm not wearing, but it's just really frustrating when I see my brothers just googly-eyed over this bullshit. It's just like, like, girl, please. Like, ain't nothing that fucking funny that none of these niggas the same. Like, nothing. Like, you're over there just forcing the giggle, you know, for me. And then, I mean, she didn't say this to Cam. She says to academics when she was like, yes, Poppy. Bitch, ain't you Asian? Anyway, it just irritated me. It just all around irritated me. And it just frustrates me, especially with Black men, where it's like, none of this shit makes fucking sense, but y'all just go for it. Y'all just wide the fuck open for it. Anyway, I saw this one girl on Instagram and she said some profound things. I just want to share them really quickly. I mean, there's things that we already know, but it was just like, I'm just glad someone voiced it.
And talk about her perfect date and all what the fuck else she want in a man and blah, blah, blah. And everybody talk about how desirable as a woman she is, even though she was messing with Diddy, even though she was on camera getting fucked by another man while he watched. It's because long as you're the preference, niggas do not care if you're a hoe. Like, they act like they hate hoes so much, but they really love hoes, especially when it's their preference. But don't get shit twisted. The way they pedestalize these bitches, the higher they go up, the harder they fall. These are the same bitches that they exploit and turn into baby mamas. But you know why Daphne Joy will forever continue to pander to Black men the way that she has been and always will be? Because the Black men are the only ones that will ever want her. After some shit like that, after some shit like dealing with Diddy and doing all this extra shit, she could never go back to the Asian community. And Black men have low racial self-esteem, so they say shit like, oh, she's classy. Oh, she's this, she's that. This is a professional hoe. No, she a regular hoe. Like, anybody with eyes could see that shit is a sham. That fake classy shit that she doing is a sham. That's a trashy bitch. And then for her to be able to get on the podcast and talk about what her perfect date is, and it's literally Netflix and chill. You know Black men love Netflix and chill. You know, she know just what to say to get their ass. You know what? The same way that black men fetishize these women is the same way that these women fetishize black men. That's why it works out perfectly. But don't let men fool you. They don't have a problem with hoes. You just can't be a black woman. You just can't be a pretty black woman. You just can't be a successful black woman. It's black women that haven't done anything close to what the fuck she's done. And they get a worse rep. Like, Megan Thee Stallion hasn't done shit for real, but just date and be a young woman that knows that she's a bad bitch. And then people have just been crucifying her just for that, just for fucking dating. Do you think Meg could get on a podcast with Cam and talk about Netflix and chill and getting oiled up and putting the AC on and that's her perfect date without niggas crucifying her even some more? But they talking about how feminine Daphne is. What the fuck is feminine about a tacky whore? Like, I can't call her cheap because at least she had her price on point, but that's a tacky bitch. But you know what? She got to go where she'll be loved at, and she will always be loved with the black men. So I guess she got to continue pandering to them. It's working.
And so, you know, I just want more for my brothers, to be honest with you. I just want more for them. I know that they don't want more for themselves, DJ Academics.
When she said low racial self-esteem, I was like, ding, 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 ding. Because that's truly what it is. You think so lowly. It's a weird low high self-esteem, right? It's a delusional. There we go. Yes. So because on one hand, you completely know you're being played. Ain't no way. You're being played.
Ain't no motherfucking way.
You know this, but it feels good. It sounds good. It strokes your little ego. You know what I'm saying? And so you make justifications and you make, concessions like, oh, she's classy. Oh, she's a professional. Oh, I can see why, they give you the big bucks. And it ain't no different than the motherfucker that be at the strip club all the time, talking to all the girls, talking about why you doing this. You ain't got to work here. You too beautiful to be doing. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. You niggas, Adrian Broner, I'm glad we brought this up because I didn't think about bringing this shit up. So Adrian Broner is another one of these motherfuckers that like what she's talking about because backstory, Adrian Broner was like on a part of the money team. He was basically like the next Floyd Mayweather. He like was a champion in like 4 different weight classes. Like the nigga was something, right?
Is this the nigga that be going around with this other black nigga running around?
Dean the Great? Yes. Yes. Grown ass man with a young ass boy. Let's also mention that this is the Drewski skit that came out, the old nigga that don't want to grow up. You still out here running around with young niggas.
Right, because I swear to God, I thought he was like 22. I'm like, you got to
look at that bloated ass nigga. Ain't nothing 20.
He looked very unwell. An unwell 22-year-old. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, why are you running around with these kids? Oh, okay, you are a kid. Oh, no, you're not.
No, you're not. Girls, you need my glasses? Because that's a bloated ass, drunk ass, old ass man from here and from over there. I can see her.
Fuck it, and was like,
well, that's because he fucked all his money, and now he's streaming because that streaming is now where the money is. And now you, as a grown-ass man, got to run behind these motherfucking kids. And now you out here sexually harassing whores on camera. Now you finna catch a fucking case. This nigga just cornered ex-ho. What's her name?
Deborah.
Yeah, taking her a bottle of water, talking about you want to taste her. You want to see what she tastes like, and you cornering her and shit. And you know what I'm saying? But like again, due to the low racial self-esteem, due to low actual self-esteem, and none of these women on these streams be black, by the way. Let's also keep that above the same. Again, these are not black women on these streams. These are not black women that they're paying or escorting for time. You feel what I'm saying? But because y'all think you got the money and you're in the boat and all this other type of shit, like you're caught up in this whole lifestyle, this fake ass lifestyle that's really gonna get you niggas caught up because you're gonna do something on camera and we're all gonna see it and you're gonna go to prison. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chud the Builder motherfucker. You just out here.
For y'all to do
you're just making cases. Yes, man.
trying to toe the line and shit. They're gonna be like, right here is where you broke the law. Because it ain't hard to break the law. I mean, honestly, it really ain't.
Really,
Like,
it's not. Especially the court of public opinion get enough of it. Like, okay, get the guy out of
get your
here.
ass out of here. Yeah.
But bringing up Daphne or Daphne, whatever the fuck her name is,
What is it?
brings me to my overall. I don't give a fuck what her name is. My overall thing is, and I just, oh, I'm feeling like you right now, friend. I was like, I love women, and I have to say this as a woman.
Mhm.
So maybe, hopefully, other women can hear me. I don't know. Cause here's the thing, y'all know my track record. I don't like niggas at all. So it pains me that I even have to say
We
this.
love niggas. We don't like their nigga
You
ways.
you love niggas. I do not. I don't. And this what I'm about to say is the reason why I don't like niggas, but I feel I have to defend these niggas in the same breath because they are wanton, lascivious, howling animals.
I'm like, bitch, what is
Okay?
lascivious? You done really fucked me up with that one. Goddamn.
Yeah, that means just nasty. That's a $10 word for just nasty.
Lascivious.
Okay? Hmm.
Okay, here with LA for anybody who wants the spelling. LASCIVIOUS. In the name is an adjective to describe someone who is or something driven by or arousing intense sexual desire. In the name.
Yeah. So, being that they typically are like this, unfortunately, I know they can't help themselves. I know they can, but just hear what I'm saying. These are people that are in such a reprobate mind state that they actually cannot help themselves for how they interact with women and what they expect and want from women, especially when you throw the streaming world into it. They need content, they need real life by the second salacious shit going on to keep people into the stream, right? They employ these women to come on these boats and do these things.
Just to shit on them. Like that is becoming more and more a thing.
And that's my point. I want women to stop this shit because you got to starve these motherfuckers out.
Culture.
They don't, but here's the thing though. They don't have power without you. They don't have nothing without you. That's why they keep buying y'all. They need y'all as props to prove that their show is doing well, to prove that they're doing well, and all these things. There are so many other men that would spend their money on you in a better environment, in a classier environment, possibly in a safer way. You know what I'm saying? But you guys keep going out on these streams. You keep going to these podcasts because your fan base ultimately hates you. Your fan base has a weird obsession with you, and you are putting yourself in a very dangerous position to where these men are savvy enough to find out where you live, to stalk you, to dox you, all the things. I remember what's that one light skinned girl name that be rapping, but she's really probably still the internet pussy. Oh, she dated Drewski for like a hot second, and people said, like, girl, you ain't really with that. Ruby Rose.
Yes.
I remember when Ruby Rose, it was they showed that she met her like number one person or number one gifter. Yeah. And when I take those pictures, I'm glad she had security and I'm glad she was in public because she looked mad uncomfortable. He looked so nasty. He looked like if he could have ran away with her at that very moment, he would have done it. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you're on the internet and you're doing all these things, you don't know who is on the other side of that camera lusting after you. And you don't know what type of thoughts this member. And most of the time, the thoughts they have for you are not good because, again, they actually hate you. So this is very much on brand for, sex, SA, and then murder. Like that's how it usually goes down. So I just want these young girls, and maybe not so young, but I want the young girls to just stop with the streaming shit. Stop going on these particular types of streams. Stop putting yourself in these situations with these dangerous ass wild fucking jackals. Because that's what they are. Like Dean the Great, speaking of, he was a month like earlier this month or late last month, kicked some girl out on the highway and left her there because he didn't believe that she was 21 years old, even though she told them, showed them ID before she even got on the fucking van. But he started drinking and he became fucking irrational and forgot. And then and there's and God bless, there was at least two people out of his group that was like, nah, man, you can't do you can't just leave it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Tell that bitch get out here. Da, 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 da. And they overrode because they some pussies because they didn't want to stand up to this nigga because I guess he got hands or whatever the fuck.
The AV nigga.
No, the Dean the Great, the young one.
Oh, okay.
No, because I don't know if AB was on the van on that particular one, but I know it's AB, and I want to say one of Kai's little friends, not Rakai, but the other Kai, not Rakai, but some other one, not the Asian one, but the other one the black one that got a Kai name or something, or so I don't know. But he was the one like, nah, man, you can't do that. But because he's a pussy, he didn't want to fight this nigga about it. Then the girl ultimately ended up getting kicked off. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you girls are putting yourselves in positions to be groomed, to be finessed, to be outright assaulted and harmed by these niggas who could give a hot knuckle fuck. And also to wrap this up, academics, that our case is back on, you fat bitch. So I'm glad the statute of limitations is not passed on, and they was able to pick that up back in New Jersey. So that case that you thought where that your alleged girlfriend got gang hard at your place and you claimed you didn't know about it, and then she said you actually joined in on it and you motherfuckers ain't releasing no tapes. Yeah, it's back on. So you got that case going on. We might as well go right on into the next thing. He also got another shit going on too. So,
well, wait, before you say that, I just want to really quick, check out all y'all watching. Check out Baby Reindeer. I want to say it's on Netflix, but it basically is a stalker who, she ends up going to jail and all those things. But it's just like, it's based on a true story. And the man basically, admitted, basically shared, basically was transparent that like, while all that was going on, while it was very disturbing, the attention was enough to keep it going. And unfortunately, like Daphne and Ra, she said something very similar to that when she was like, I just love how you're just obsessed with me. And it's like, all that shit's real cute until it get to a point. It get to a point where then, like you said, it gets dangerous. It gets sick. It gets all these things. So be careful, y'all. Be careful. But anyway, go ahead with the next thing. Sorry.
So yeah, up on the docket, since we already talked about this pathetic ass person. So the academics empire seems to be crumbling at another corner of the castle, and I'm happy to report that. So not only is that case back up on the scene, so also he's also implicated in that Steak, Drake, Aiden Ross thing, but now there seems to be an offshoot of that particular thing, and that still hasn't been completely fleshed out, but there's been more development to the story. So for the last for you guys that saw the last time that we went live, I told you about the whole academics versus Charlemagne thing that was going on, and how that was very weird because Charlemagne was literally just trying to look out for his friend and say, hey, bro, because you know what irritates me about that before I get into the other part, like initially, this is where media literacy and training comes in. You know what I'm saying? This is the difference between, Charlemagne ain't no journalist, but in the scope of things, that's the difference between a journalist and a streamer. Okay?
Yeah.
A streamer is just gonna go off with half-cocked ideas, unfounded facts, hearsay and
Much like this.
bravado.
Much like us.
Right. Because
Yeah.
we ain't got no inside sources, you know what I'm saying?
We ain't
No,
never
no.
claimed that.
But meanwhile, you have a person who is tenured in the game. I mean, because this man that came up under an OG, okay? We talking about Wendy Williams, okay?
Top.
And revolutionized the space with, Breakfast Club and then now with Black Effect. You know what I'm saying? So this is a person that ain't no dum-dum when it comes to actually how you move in these journalistic radio, TV, news spaces, right? So what frustrates me about the general public is that the general public does not understand what is a blind item. A blind item is when you get some credible information from an unnamed source. However, what they're giving you, there's usually a lot of truth and traction to it. And it's usually put out by like publicists, PR teams, management, stuff like that. Whoever is the behind the scene person behind that person's empire, usually one that kind of sends out the blind items, right? To same way that some celebrities call paparazzi ahead of time, so they'll be there. So, same type of shit, right? But that's what they do in the news world. They'll just send out some blind items and say, hey, a popular footballer and a popular singer's nuptials might be on the way. They won't say who it is, but you can kind of, that might be talking about Travis and Taylor. Like, you just kind of have to guess, right? So Charlemagne was sent over some blind items about academics and the stake shit and, possible informants and, people around you might be talking and this is that and the other. But because he is a streamer and he's actually a failed journalist, because that's his whole shtick, right? That's why we have the academics we have today, because he wanted to come into the space honestly. He wanted to come in the space. He wanted to, be as
things or like not necessarily
no, not that. He just wanted to properly be a part of the TV news
right
type urban news thing.
The whole thing with Joe Budden, I kind of remember that.
No, this is even before Joe Budden. This is like Joe Budden after that, like that as he did grind. This is like the only credit I can ever give academics. He did get it out the mud himself, because when he was trying to do it, and this is probably why he secretly likes Drake, because this is kind of like the same thing Drake was going through. Like, Drake wanted to be the respected rapper, this is that and the other, but when the floodgates open, he was just like, I could just take the easier route. That's kind of what happened. So he's like, well, if these niggas don't like me anyway, they're not fucking with me. Hot 97 not fucking with me. Power 105 not fucking with me. Da da da. So Charlemagne was the only person at that time that took him seriously. That's why he claims to have so much love and respect for Charlemagne, because he was the one that actually was like, yeah, you could probably do this. And that's why he don't like Ebro and them, because Ebro and them shitted on him from the gate, right? So that's his whole villain origin about why he's a lonely fat bitch in his basement streaming 24/7. That's how he got here, right? And then he do the Chirac shit that almost got his shit punched in by Vic Mensa. And now we're here to the everyday struggle. And now he's to where he's at, right? So that's why he felt the type of way when Charlemagne brought him the blind items, because again, he's a fucking streamer. He didn't go through the proper channels to understand how to get fucking blind items. He is thinking that Charlemagne and Rock Nation are in cahoots to bring him and Academics TV and Drake and all these other motherfuckers down, when that's literally not even what the fuck is going on. You're so dumb and paranoid that you actually don't get your whole operation wrapped up when the nigga was just trying to say, hey, the people that are around you probably about to start snitching, and they already saying that you was here, there, and everywhere. So watch your back. So now we've had the fallout, right? Oh, the gloves is off. I told Grand Wizard that he can say whatever you want about academics, this, and the other. He said, because there's people camping outside of niggas' houses and this, and the other. These aren't random motherfuckers outside of people's houses. This is the feds, nigga. This is the feds. If you, in your tiny peanut brain, you think Charlemagne and motherfucking Rock Nation give enough of a fuck to call the feds on you, meanwhile, stupid bitch, you've already been being looked at. You've been being looked at for the stake shit. You've been being looked at for bots. You've been being looked at for being paid under the table for political financial campaigns and payola and campaigns. Nigga, like, you are the reason why your shit's about to crumble. And these little niggas understand that they're the low man on the totem pole and they finna get to talking. Cause they already said, oh, well, you know, you got to talk to Ack and Drake. Cause I get my word from them. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's all crumbling. There are a few things that I can't wait to toast to, and his inevitable downfall is definitely one of those things, because now Grand Wizard, all the way in motherfucking Australia, done been served some papers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Once niggas get served some papers,
it's real. It's real.
Yeah, that birdie finna get to fucking whistling because he was already caught on tape, basically having a back and forth with an agent, thinking that he's smarter than the fucking agent, which is always painful to listen to. Trying to hear a dumb person be smart is painful to listen to.
It is.
And so, yeah, and again, he's basically like trying to, not answer the questions and all this other type of shit. And It's like he's already being talked to. He's being served papers. You're on the clock. You own the clock, especially now with Iceman and all these fucking streams and the bots and all that shit getting taken down. And then also, let's segue into this shit. Before I do, did you want to say anything to this?
No, go ahead.
So then we segue into light skin problems. So the $1 million boy got some $1 million problems. So Drake, because of the gambling and the drinking and the whores and the ghostwriters and these lawsuits, the money is just eking out this nigga, right? Yeah. So you guys can do your own Googles. I did mine. But long story short, the OVO brand has been losing money since 2022. Before the battle, they have been losing money. So they took a loan out to try to keep the name afloat. Again, you sitting up here talking all this shit to Jay-Z, talking about the jig is up, when you should have been listening to the nigga, because any real businessman would know to never put up your IP as collateral. Because that's what that stupid nigga did. Not 10%, not 15%, not even 25%. 50. 50% of your IP as collateral for a measly $5.4 million loan. This is pity. If you let Drake tell it, first of all, why the fuck are you even borrowing money if you got money? But even then, you the $1 million boy. You got streams and all these things. You got $5 million, right? Wrong. So what these slick ass niggas tried to do is pay like over 3 million or whatever, and tried to call it done. And these other niggas like, no, bitch, you still owe me money. Not only do you owe me this now, but now it's going to compound interest, because we came to your ass last year about this shit. And you told us in writing that you understand the debt, you know about the debt, and that you owe the debt. So you can't say anything about it. And then you payment plan with us, and then you default on the payment plan twice.
All right, nigga. All right now.
And then you want to give me maybe 3.5 million, and then say we done here. And then you thought you was slick, bitch, trying to sell off the rest of the brand to a motherfucking licensing company. And then when we heard about that, we said, stop right there, bitch. Now we have extra sanctions to put on you because you thought she was cute. And it's just like all this money on top of this frivolous, meaningless, nonsensical ass appeal.
Yeah.
No, because I gotta call it appeal because you came back. You appealed this nonsense bullshit. That's more money coming out your pocket. You didn't finish your tour in Australia because you was trying to compete with the man, because you're the boy. You trying to compete with the man. His one night. You went on tour to compete with a nigga's one night. Make it make sense. So yeah, this is another empire that I'm waiting to toast to the inevitable crumble of, because it's just like, you're not gonna win this way. Like I said about Homelander, you're doing Homelander shit. You can't make the people think you're Jesus. You can't make the people worship you. You can't go back to 2018. You can't go back to 2013. You can't go back to 2015. It's a wrap. What do you say? The only real life battle is with yourself.
I don't have anything for Drake anymore. I really don't. Other than I'm starting to really like Janice Shut the Fuck Up. And that's about it.
Brainwashing's work.
I mean, you hear it so many times.
Propaganda's working. Mm-hmm.
Like that little, it's like, but nonetheless, I don't have nothing. I'm just kind of like, at this point, it is what it is. Drake, you picked your side, and now you got to face the consequences. And just good luck, child. Because I don't know what to tell you. You lost me when you tried to sue niggas. I have nothing else to give. I literally don't have nothing else to give.
Because what else is there to say?
It's nothing.
What else is there to say?
I have nothing for the
okay.
Boy. But yeah. The other thing that I saw that crumbled over this last week was Cardi B's relationship.
Can we not call it that? It's never been a relationship. This has just been the longest fucking around that we have had to see. This is not a relationship. These niggas have just been fucking around since the day they met each other. That's not his girl. That's not her man. They are fucking each other. That is baby daddy number 2. That's baby mama number 4, 5, 7. I don't know. But these people are not serious. There's nothing relationship about them. They're just rich and fucking. That's it.
Fair enough.
Okay, go ahead, though.
Tears, bitch. To show. Every dick that goes inside me, this bitch become obsessed with them. This bitch could go out her way to become any nigga that I fuck with. This fat, sleazy, greasy ass bitch. Always wanna, oh my God, I'm gonna follow any bitch that they ever fuck. Bitch, I don't care. This is not like Cardi B that used to be in the other relationship, bitch. I could care less about niggas. For real. This ain't that. This ain't crying over niggas for like 7 years. No, this ain't that, baby. There's some new shit. And you bitches blogs. And y'all motherfuckers with Twitter fingers, y'all shit gonna be dry up for the next shit. Cause any dick that's going inside me, nobody's gonna know about. For real. Bitch, you're fucking obsessed. You are obsessed. Look at yourself right now. Go to the mirror right now. Go to your mirror in your small ass room in your mama's crib and look at yourself in the fucking mirror, bitch. And look at yourself and tell yourself, yo, I am obsessed with a celebrity that I never met, that I don't know. I'm obsessed with a celebrity that I never met and I don't fucking know. and I wake up and I think about the bitch and I go to sleep thinking about the bitch. Cause that's you, bitch. You are obsessed with me. And the sick shit about you motherfuckers, when y'all get a address, is that, but why you talking about me? Why you care about me? Bitch, cause you always go out your fucking way to pop shit about me with your fucking smoked out lips, bitch. And I could really go off right now for every little lie that you've been saying about me and every little bullshit, every scenario that you've been making for years now. For the last year, bitch, you got my name in your mouth, bitch. Why you?
All right. See, I thought that this was gonna be some more about who the fuck she talking to now, but either way, it has been confirmed, I guess. And Cardi, from your lips to God's ears, we don't have to hear about the next nigga. From your lips to God's ears, because quite frankly, I would appreciate it if you just sit your little hot ass down for a second and make some more great music. Because the girl, you see how the album did? You seen that? And then here come a nigga coming to try to distract you, and then it worked. Okay, so I just want you to, this go around. Let's just date. Let's just not, as a matter of fact, let's not date. But if you do, let's just keep it under wraps, keep it fun. No more baby daddies. No more all the extra we getting married or not even married, but we just completely melted together in this situation.
I hope you know nobody's here to heal you. As long as you don't fall for that shit again.
Please, anybody saying that, run away. Run the fuck away. But yeah, I just saw that and I was like, well, we knew it was coming. And I hate saying that because I remember basically when I like divorced my last one, like everybody was like, yep, we knew that the fuck. Like, okay, bitch, you didn't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that to you, but it's just also at the same time when you're trying to heal yourself and you want a family, you want somebody to have your back, you want somebody to be there for you, you want somebody to tell your good news to and build with and take pictures and all the things, the family photo. Like, I get that, you know what I'm saying? And being who you are, I know it can get very lonely. I know it can get so lonely, and you really feel like you just have this just small pool of people that can understand you or just deal with what you're dealing with. But again, I'm just going to encourage you to just love on yourself, babe, because that is really the best medicine. And again, the music be fabulous, and just no more niggas wasting your time. Like, I think that's just really my thing, is just like no more niggas wasting your time, putting your body under all this stress. It's a lot to deal with. And so, yes, please, no more telling us. We don't want, the people that love you, we don't want it. We want to see you thrive, continue to make music, be a bad bitch, and just, keep stepping on these hoes' necks. Like, that's all we really want. We don't want to see this another nigga trying to bring you down, because that's just how I really genuinely feel. I don't feel like there was any healing
Still ain't.
steps made.
Still ain't.
Right. Okay. If anything, just try to hurt you some more. You know what I mean? So, but don't we get mad at the bloggers? I mean, I get it. You don't want your business out there, but girl, that energy is misdirected. I'll be real with you. That energy is very much misdirected. And yes, do we take it a little too far with the celebrity news and things? For sure. But if you didn't do it, it wouldn't be nothing to be talked about. So
that's it. Yeah. So as y'all saw, all the many faces I was making, they kind of could gather where I'm at with these thoughts. She will not keep that new nigga quiet. She talks too fucking much. She talks too much, and the reason why these bloggers keep getting under your skin is because you keep letting them. They know they can. They know they can now. Granted, maybe they've learned they can't go as far as Tasha K, just be spreading lies and shit. But if people just want to antagonize you based off of the things that you keep reporting, then that's just what's gonna keep going down. To touch on that little rant, y'all know how I feel about surgery and all that shit. You cannot call anybody ugly when you have hundreds of thousands of dollars of work done. I will die on that hill. I don't give a fuck. You, as a person who did not even like your own face, your own breasts, your own behind, your teeth is understandable because I feel everybody should have good teeth. So I'm not gonna drag your teeth. But your nose and your face and all this other type of shit. And you also don't work out. You lay on tables and get the fat sucked out of you. So you can't call anybody a fat bitch because you eat like a fat bitch and you cheat like a rich bitch. So you can't really use that either. I just find it odd. I just find it disheartening that people with the most work done exhibiting the lowest self-esteem by the fact that you cut on yourself and you allow men to play with you in public, but you dress it up as you being desirable. It's just the low self-esteem. The alarms are going off. So, like you said, I believe all that shit is misdirected because you need to direct that shit to yourself. You need to be, as hard as you're going on these bloggers, you need to be going hard on yourself, because if you actually have somebody else in your corner to call you the stupid bitch that you need to be called with love and properly, you might not be in the situation that you are with Stefan. You know what I'm saying? If anybody close to you didn't have a bird brain amongst them, they would have told you this shit. But you roll with a lot of your same ilk. You're not gonna roll. You're not rolling with people that are in good conscience, in a good mind state. You're rolling with people that value the same low hanging fruit things that you value, which is why you in this predicament, because you took his low hanging fruit of you took his low hanging fruit of affection and you allowed a known womanizer and baby maker to come and lie to you and throw you off and give you a child that you did not plan to have. And now you are attached to this man, you know, and all the things that he do forever.
Like you said,
so,
if you beef with me, we gonna be forever.
And a bitch can be a nigga in this case, I guess. So, but you know, that's all the like shady things I have to say about that. But on some real shit, yeah, I hope you do keep that nigga, you know, because Dolly Parton, shouts out to Dolly Parton. When I tell you, I didn't know that. Hey, but when I tell you, I ain't know Dolly Parton had a husband till that nigga died.
Listen,
she had a husband for what, almost 50 years?
The good ones are always quiet. The good
you
ones,
know,
shut the fuck up and get the check and let their fucking partner do what the fuck they need to do.
I knew as a young girl, I liked the dads who said nothing. I always got a bad vibe from dads that always talk too much or wanted to be like the center of attention. Those kind of guys, even as a child, always rubbed me the wrong way. But the dad that don't talk, hey, y'all doing? All right. He do. He just come, he give a wave, check out the scenery, and he gone. He gone. You know, he here to pick us up, he here to drop us off. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I love them dads because those dads are indicative of the type of men that you need in your fucking life. Men of few words, men of solid actions. That's what you need. Y'all get so caught off with these niggas with the braids or the locks and the chain and the watch and the car and he talking, and it ain't gotta be the dick, because let's be clear, a lot of y'all dick don't be hitting on shit. It don't even be the dick. A lot of women think it is the dick because they are still in the fairy tale stages of liking a nigga. So So that's what I was saying about on the.
Terrible dick.
That's what I was just about to say. I was about to say we was on the show talking about dick size. Like when a woman really likes you, you can have a 5 or a 6. We will, but because it's you, because it's you. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't you, get that little thing up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So at the end of the day, yes, I hope the same thing for you and Megan. Y'all find a nigga that is silent and not famous, but papered up beyond imagination, and he treats you well in private. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to know. Stop making niggas a part of your identity. Stop making niggas a part of your brand. And I'm talking to Cardi on that one. Stop making niggas a part of your brand. You need to now be Cardi B alone. Stand in that shit alone. But yeah, stop calling bitches ugly when we could pull up what you used to look like. I need you to stop that.
Wow.
You can't call nobody ugly when you would jump out the window with the face you had 10 years ago. You wouldn't do it. I can't do it.
Well, I don't necessarily know how to segue to this next thing. And this wasn't even necessarily something that we brought up, but I just wanted to say really fast. I wanted to ask you, did you happen to look at the text messages and pictures that have been released now regarding that Ashley situation, the chocolate girl who was out there?
Oh, Ashley Janae? No. Yeah. What's going on with that?
Well, after seeing these messages, I'm kind of leaning on the side like maybe she did do it. And I know that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy because it's just like you would just really think that you would fucking hope that no matter what the fuck is going on in a Black person's life, that hanging themselves not be the fucking thing. Like you would genuinely be like, okay, no, that has got to be like somebody did that, because there's no fucking way after the ancestors, after Jim Crow, after Klan and all that shit.
You could find another way to die.
Us and do it in Africa on top of all that shit. Okay. So anyway, the text messages have come out between him and her parents. And it's really shed a light on her mental health. Like she wasn't there all the way. Like she was saying some shit and doing things, throwing shit at him. You know, she just seemed, again, just not all the way there. So I am starting to lean towards, man, this could have really probably, like, I kind of feel bad for the dude. And I hate saying, and I ain't gonna say I hate saying that, but just because of how it was set up, I was ready to be like, no, nigga, fuck that nigga.
Yeah. Because the setup was too perfect. Like, it was like, oh, you had to have done this.
And so it's just unfortunate how the media can just take these narratives and fucking run with them. And then by the time we get them, it's just like, nah, we didn't already pick the side.
Right.
And so, but just after that, after him, and then her mom and them all basically knowing that she has had some health issues mentally and things like that, and how I get it. As a parent, you want to protect your kid. You don't want to just automatically assume no shit like that. But if you know that they have had history of this shit, it really should have been something that you disclosed to the public. Especially when this man has been in your daughter's life. Like, why would you want him to have this looming over his whole fucking life when he dead ass damn near might be fucking innocent? Like, I get it. You don't want your daughter to look a certain way. But the truth of what the fuck was going on should have been revealed a lot sooner, is all I'm saying. And I feel kind of badly because it's just like, damn, you know, I hate falling victim to the race rage bait shit. I really just do, because I understand that, you know, Black people have been, you know, fetishized and put in situations, and
hunted,
it's like on
eaten.
all fronts we get attacked. And so it's
Yeah.
just like you never know when you're getting really attacked or not. And that's just, the part that's just so frustrating because you don't want to hold people accountable that should not be even in the situation. But it's like we get fucking smacked over the head every other day. Somebody who's a completely innocent motherfucker. And I know that that's done by design. I know that's done to create confusion and to create, these instances. So just so that people can be like, again, just confused and not knowing which side to be on, and whether it's one side or the other, whether it's you're always on the black person's side or you're always on the other person's side because you're tired of people who are always on the black person's side. It's just very exhausting. And I just want, especially just black parents who, your kids date white people, like, come on now. Like, we got to set a better example. So
Man,
anyway,
they do.
you hadn't seen these text messages then?
I have not. I've not heard any further developments on that. I'll have to look into that.
Take a look.
But that's really if what you're saying is true, or that what they're bringing up is true, I should say. That is really unfortunate. I guess sorry, Mr. White Man, or whatever. But I'm never gonna apologize for that because we're not wrong a good majority of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're not. So it's just kind of like, fuck.
You poor thing, you just got caught across fire.
You got hey.
This is what happens when you date black women, okay?
Okay, because so many times this has actually fucking happened. So, I don't give a fuck. I'm always gonna err on the side of what I feel is right until you give me something else because
guilty until proven innocent, bitch, unfortunately.
Okay, because I guess to segue into the other shit we got to talk about is like we had just had two cases where it was seemingly open and shut, but you saw what happened there, and assumptions were made on both sides about these things. You know what I'm saying? Turns out that our assumption is usually right and correct. You know what I'm saying? So it is unfortunate for him to get caught up in that, but again. And also, if you are a white person who dates black people, you should know that you got to be hyper vigilant about how you present, how you come off, and how you interact with your mate that is of color, especially black. So, if right, okay, because if you already know this person is unwell enough, like listen, I would have got lawyered up and we would have came out with a bomb ass statement or something like I've loved Ashley Janae for this, that, and the other. And I would never dream of doing nothing like that, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. And I know that she's been having some mental health issues, but I was he could have really just came out and also, Mr. White Man, what didn't help you is that you ain't posting no pictures of this woman when y'all was out here on the vacation, you done a fucking propose and all this kind of shit. So those other things did not help you. It did not look good. You know what I'm saying? However, if this is to be decided or whatever the fuck, then okay. But it like you said, it would really take the family to come out and really like make that shit okay, because only you guys can honestly corroborate the story of she actually was mentally unwell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's unfortunate, but on some more unfortunate shit, let's keep this unfortunate train going. So there has been what'd you say?
No, I was just laughing at you talking about let's keep the unfortunate train going.
Yeah, it was just too real sad.
Chug it.
That's how the train sounds.
Right.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, due to the verdict in the Rick Chow case, there has now been a boycott of Asian businesses, particularly from the Black community. But I do like how one person stated that They recently went to an Asian owned establishment, and it was really kind of bare in there, with nobody in there, type stuff, whatever. And they thought to themselves, now this ain't just black people. It's more than black people that are boycotting them. And I'm like, damn, you know what? That does make a lot of sense because, yes, the absence of the black dollar will hurt, but your other people should be able to keep you afloat. But that's either one of two things. Either black people were primarily your business, like your sole business, or, like I said, it's not just the black people that are like, fuck you, get out of here. It's now spread off to like other POCs and whites, right? So I looked at that as kind of like, okay, that maybe we're onto something, go in the right direction or whatever. But again, all black people said was, fuck this verdict. We're tired of this happening. We're gonna boycott these businesses. We're gonna do our thing. Same approach we took with Target, right? We said our piece about that shit on the internet, and then we did the action. So then naturally, not all these, but there was at least one Asian creator specifically, but there was a few other ones that came out, was like, yeah, you want to survive? You want to survive without, your hair getting done, your nails getting done, and Chinese food, and going to the dry cleaner, and this and that, the other. You want to boycott black business?
Jordans.
Yeah, you want to boycott you want to boycott Asian businesses, be my guest, da 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 da. And it's like, this is what we're talking about, bitch. Like, this is what we're talking about. And of course, thank God, there were some other Asian folks that's like, shut your stupid ass up.
Thank the
And
Lord.
like, say like, hey, if they want to boycott our businesses, they have the right to do that because we don't treat them well. Like, we don't even think that they're real people. We still think they have tails and shit. Like, they was basically bringing the Asian folks to the carpet, talking about like, we wouldn't even be in this country if they didn't fight for it and all this other type of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, like,
I
sinners
appreciate the Asian
literally
people.
just went over niggas' heads. Like, that was one of the main points of sinners. It's like, we've had to be around each other because of a white supremacist structure. But you want to be white so bad that you still think you go get some brownie points by hating niggas while simultaneously being in our neighborhoods and making money off of us. It don't fucking go like that. And I learned, I didn't know this. So these motherfuckers basically in America have a monopoly on the beauty, on beauty. So that's why there's, on top of the banks not giving us loans to get the fucking building, then you get into the beauty industry in America. The Asian the Asian folks have it to where the wholesalers won't even sell to black people. So even if we do get our stores, they're in the fucking boardrooms making sure that we don't even get the supplies that we need. And you want to sit up here and talk shit about good riddance? Okay, bitch. Let's see how far that capital takes you when you have no more customers, though. Because if you think that we're not smart enough to figure out a way around that shit to where we can finally start doing that and stay consistent, because that's niggas' problem, but stay consistent with that shit. But from what I understand, they're already like, oh no, we're sorry. Yeah, bitch. Because we hit them pockets. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I mean, look.
That one creator needed to specifically come out and say sorry. I don't give a damn about anybody else.
He won't. He deleted his shit.
You need to apologize. Whoever grandma, mama, store, we need to boycott.
You next, bitch.
You need to be the one to specifically say sorry. This ain't nothing but what's the word or what's the movie? Do the Right Thing. This ain't nothing but motherfucking history repeating itself. Do the Right Thing was a perfect. Thank you. Shout out to Spike Lee for making that movie. That was a perfect capturing of what the fuck be going on in our communities with Asian and Black people. It's like, bro, what the fuck are we talking about? First of all, we both fry chicken immaculately. Why are we not collaborating on this situation and just really turning up the fried chicken game to just a level of just eliteness? It's just stupid. Like you said, it's this wanting to be an elitist, wanting to be white, wanting to whatever, not be close in nigga proximity or something like that. But it's like, but y'all do everything niggas want that niggas do. Like
they over there teaching their children how to break dance. Like that's a part of their culture. Like we don't even do. And I kind of want to tug our wig on that too, because it burns me up when I see that, because I'm like, how is this whole different country and culture of people so ingrained, so involved in our shit that they teach it to their kids, and we don't even be bothered to teach our kids this shit.
I'm talking about Asians know how to do the Thriller dance better than niggas, any nigga I done seen.
Break dancing, they be over there singing and shit.
The fucking Michael Jackson, the full Thriller dance. I ain't never seen just a gang of niggas do that, but Asians do. Anyway, it's
I've definitely seen niggas do it.
Well, no, I'm saying to the capacity. Like I have seen just like hundreds of Asians. I've never seen just hundreds of niggas. I have seen pockets, but just hundreds of Asians just all in accordance. Like what? Like stop. Like that is literally it doesn't make any sense. And
right.
You know, I really wish that we could just go ahead and, you know, make it to where Mr. Chow and them, they don't have nothing. I would like that. I don't think that will ever happen, just for the simple fact that anything that got to do with niggas, you know, people are going to try to run and support and make sure that we're still, you know, being oppressed and things like that. But it's just like, it ain't nothing but fucking history repeating itself. And it's just so fucking tiring, because it's just like with all the hip hop, K-pop, fucking braided, like you said, breakdancing bullshit. It's just like, it's the delusion again. It's more fucking delusion, because it's just like, you don't want no parts of this, yet you all up in our fucking mix.
That fucking fascination, fetishization shit. Like I hate it, because it's like, to me it's so weird. It's because I can literally tell part of your brain wants to like me. Mm-hmm. Part of your brain wants to be involved. I can tell there is a clear desire here. But whatever the other piece of your fucking brain that won't come over to the other full side, so you don't always have to have these looming stereotypes about me in the back of your fucking head while simultaneously wanting me to rap and sing and dance. And it's just like, and also, have you seen these fucking squishy black babies? They've been like fucking up over there.
I saw that shit, and I was just like, the obsession. Like seriously, y'all have got to, whoever decided to create that, like they need to be not only hospitalized, like in one of them prison hospitals, but you need some sort of like shock therapy or something. Because what kind of fucking weird ass, torture ass, fucking Jeffrey Dahmer ass bullshit are you on? Like, and it's a baby at that? Like, not even that it's the period that it's a black person or whatever, but a baby?
An infant.
You have real deep issues. Anybody that buys that shit, you need some like Zonaprin or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, because they acting like that motherfucker's a labubu. Like, right. They just fucking, like, they're mutilating it. They rolling shit over it and squishing it. I'm like, you motherfuckers. Yeah. Being black is so fucking exhausting, man. Being black is exhausting, bro. It's all things in one.
And that fucking, I think his name, it wasn't Ahmaud Arbery. I was talking to Jordan about that one today. that one man that was shot like 16 times in the car because he was reaching for his wallet in front of his daughter and his wife.
Or
That memory came
Philando Castile.
up. Yes. That memory came up, and I was just like, I remember just being so fucking torn up about that. Like, I couldn't eat for like a day because it was just watching that video was so disgusting. And then for just something to keep fucking coming up like that every fucking year, it's just like, like you said, it's just exhausting.
Yeah, talking about a memory from 2011. Bitch, I don't want to remember that shit. Like I said, like when we talked about the trials last time he was on here, like Trayvon Martin's trial took a lot out of me.
Too.
It took a lot out of me. It unfortunately it made me, oh, I don't know what good word, $10 word to use, but I don't say not care, but it made desensitize. There we go. It just really,
right.
it did. It numbed the fuck out of me. So like I don't even follow. I'm to the point now I don't follow trials like that anymore. Not to, because I mean that's when I was up there working with Jess. And I mean that's all I was doing was listen to podcasts. So I was literally watching this shit. I was watching the trial live, watching them cross-examine folks and all this type of shit, and just being like,
you just knew it was,
and just being incensed every step of the way because of the prosecution, how they was handling the defense, how they was handling, how they was questioning people like intentionally and I didn't want to go through that again because I already could tell, especially with Carmelo, it's the same shit. You are not giving up all the information. You are doing any and everything in your power to just say, well, we gave him a trial. Like this was a well, here you go ass type of trial. Both of them shits was a well, here you go type shit.
Yeah.
Because y'all clearly knew that y'all were going to railroad justice. You knew that. Y'all only do that so we can't sue y'all. That's really what the fuck this is about. Y'all don't give a fuck about justice. Y'all don't give a fuck about actually reporting the facts, because we all know it ain't about right or wrong. It's about what you can prove. But when you go out of your way to conceal evidence and information, then what the fuck is the point of me having a trial? You might as well just say I did it.
And shout out to whoever leaked the video from the Carmelo Anthony situation. I haven't been able to watch all of them. And, you know, it's just really fucking convenient how we can like damn near see through walls with some of these videos. But this shit is so fucking grainy and pixelated. Like, I can barely fucking make out what the fuck going on. Who the fuck? Are we at a track meet? Do I see a track? But
and meanwhile, you could give that to any forensic fucking
right to clean
detective,
that bitch up.
And you could give that to a fucking TikToker and they'd be able to make that shit. You could give that to a motherfucker that got cat cutting OBS. Okay. They could make that shit clear, bitch. Do not play with me. Do not fucking play with me. And this is man, if I were to have gone through law school, I would have wanted to become a judge so fucking fast. Because fuck this lawyer shit. I need to be a judge because what I'm not going to do, you're not going to play no games with me in my motherfucking courtroom. Because I'm going to ask you some questions and jam your ass up. Oh, now we need that for discovery. Go get that. Yeah. Why don't we have that? No, if I can't make out that video in good conscience, I can't show that to the jury. You need to go get that cleared up. Like, you motherfuckers have the powers to do these things. You just don't do them because you don't give a fuck about.
That's it.
You don't give a fuck about people's lives. You just really don't.
But hopefully he does get another trial. Hopefully
he should. Especially because the fact that them niggas know each other, just off the fact that the judge was not did not recuse himself off of this case because you personally know people, the whole shit should get thrown out just off of that alone. Because if the attorney can't defend somebody or prosecute somebody because of a relationship, you can't judge it either. Yeah. I bet you if that judge was black, they would have put, oh, you know them, no, you can't get up there.
Get the fuck out of here. Hopefully that we get a new trial because, for me, it's not necessarily that he shouldn't get any time. I definitely feel like he should get some. And I still feel like it was self-defense. A life was lost, whatever the case may be. But the problem is there are situations where a black person is killed and niggas just get all the way the fuck off. That's the problem.
They don't even get arrested.
Right.
We had to demand George Zimmerman get fucking arrested. That motherfucker was at home. They told him to go home after he was told by the fucking 911 dispatch to not engage, killed a child, and then was just like, well, I guess you nothing to see here. Why don't you go home? And then the streets was like, what the fuck you mean go home? Because when have you ever been able to kill anybody and just fucking go home?
Never.
Well, I know when, but I know who's able to. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, fuck that shit. This shit back out here. We had to fucking march. We had to protest for a nigga to be arrested. Same like you said with Ahmaud Arbery. They was gonna do the same shit there. Had to act a fucking fool. At least they went to prison. You know what I'm saying? At least there was one conscientious white man who was a judge. One. You know what I'm saying? So it's
happened. It's still crazy. It's just like,
and the fact that they went with murder instead of manslaughter also, because yes, you're right. He's still, and that's the thing I want my black people to understand. He still is going to jail because somebody died. It ain't no different than if you in a car accident and so you hit somebody and they died. Same thing. Did you mean to do it? No. But did it happen? Yes. And you got to have some sort of consequence. Okay, fine. Because honestly, they could have just gave him time served for real, because he's been locked up for well over a year.
Right, exactly.
So y'all could have just gave him some fucking time served and a manslaughter or whatever the fuck, and then put him on parole for 10 fucking years like y'all like to do. Yeah. But at least he still would have been outside. And while on parole, he would have just basically, you know what kills me too? What I don't think they understand is that, especially when it comes to cases like this, where it's a clear railroad of justice, and this is a black person, I'm just going to say black for this particular instance, a black person that is educated or seemingly educated, all you're doing is putting the battery in the back. So he's a young man too. He's putting the battery in the back of people that's going to fucking change the system. You're doing nothing but making enemies, and they won't forget. And they going to go out their fucking way to make sure that if they can't make sure it don't happen again, they're going to try to lessen as much of it as they can. So meanwhile, while you sit up here doing all this shit, you killing us, you locking us up, you did all these things for centuries. We have shown you cannot kill us, no matter what you do.
True that.
No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much water you contaminate, no matter how much terrible food you do, no matter how many times you just indiscriminately just shoot us in the streets, anything. Put the drugs in the neighborhoods, all that shit. You've done it. You've done it. And like, aren't you?
It's still excellent on top of that.
Ain't you tired? Ain't you tired? Aren't you tired of spending time and money when you could just get with the winning team, bitch?
You can't stop it.
What would Justin say? Get with the winning team, bitch. That's all you got to do. But you want to be in control so bad. I don't want to be on the team. I want to run the team. And that's where you fuck up every single time. But
well, everyone, I think that's everything. I just want peace, honestly. I just
really
want peace. Happy Father's Day to all the real fathers out there. The fathers that are waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers and make bottles and, make sure that the woman in there is healing properly and showing up for birthdays, showing up for real life events, showing up for bicycles.
You know what I'm saying? You know the teachers' names, your kids' teachers' names, what school they go to, you know what I'm saying? Their doctors' names, their birthdays, you know what I'm saying?
Set up play dates.
You give a fuck about their well-being, you know what I'm saying? You don't be beating on them. You know what I'm saying?
It's nice. It's nice to see y'all kids. Biological, non-biological. You know,
Because
it's
there's
fabulous.
different types of dads, just like there's different types of moms. Shout out to the granddads.
That's
Shout out to
right.
the uncles. Shout
Right.
out to the older siblings that might be looking after their younger siblings because parents ain't there. Any conscientious grown
Man,
male adult, a good male teacher, a science teacher,
yes.
PE teacher,
Oh,
coaches.
hello.
All of you guys,
Shout out
any
to y'all.
proper male adult figure that is dedicated to the,
Well-being.
comeuppance of young lives.
Yes.
Okay? You
Mm-hmm.
are dedicated to the well-rounded comeuppance of young lives. We salute you. Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Get y'all $100 off some wine. Click the links in the bios and things like that. We love y'all. We will see you next week. We'll see you next week. That's the plan.
We'll let you
Make
know.
sure right. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Again, shout out to the people on Facebook. Y'all are so amazing for allowing us to finally get to this place. We go live over there. Any other church announcements?
Girl.
Cigars and Cabernet next month. If you're in the Kansas City area, purchase a ticket.
Oh yes,
Right.
cigars. Yes.
The Count and
Yeah.
I will be also having a cigars and wine event here soon. So make sure I'll be on the lookout for that. And so yeah, with that
No, you froze. What
uh-oh.
happened?
Uh-oh.
You
Well, with that being
you
said,
no,
my name
you
is
didn't.
Jasmine.
No, we here. You cut out on this. We doing some cigar. What now?
We're doing a cigar and wine event.
Oh, are we?
Eventually. I'm not saying right this second, but
Oh,
be
okay.
on the
Because I'm like,
lookout.
I know about your one on the first, but I thought you were gonna say something else. I'm like, we are.
No, be on the lookout because that will be happening soon.
Yes.
So, with that said, we love you guys. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I'm Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet.
Together we are wines and chocolates.
Yes, we'll
See
see you
y'all
guys
next
next time.
time. Bye.